Okay, for today's session, so I'll be discussing about centralized security intelligence. But before I proceed, or before I start, may I know who's in line with or is working with ICT or IT track? Can you raise your hand? So you're working as a network administrator, system administrator? Okay, good. So, okay, so this would be our agenda, or the topics needs to be discussed. The first one is, I'll be introducing you about what's information security. So what are the principles behind information security? What is CIA triad? The log management, security intelligence, and SIEM. And later on, if we do have some questions, then we have the Q&A. So information security, actually, it's a major priority of some companies. So it has something to do with process, procedures, technologies that needs to be used in order for us to secure yung data. But what is data? What is data? Okay, so it is any information that is being owned by an individual or group of individual. Or even yung mga data natin within the company. Okay? So we want to ensure that those informations are what? Secured. Am I right? As an administrator or as an IT professional or IT security professional, you have to ensure na dapat safe and secure all those information. Okay. Now, in information security, we have the so-called CIA triad. Does anyone knows about CIA? Hindi yung Central Intelligence Agency na US. Okay. So, may nakakalam po ba dito? What is CIA? Wala. Okay. So, or meron mang nakakalam, siguro ayaw lang magsalita. Anyway, so what is CIA? So, since data are stored everywhere, it can be saved on a desktop, it can be saved on your phone, or from different server, and even the cloud. So, there are three principles that needs to be implemented. Okay? Actually, CIA stands for confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Those three elements or those three principles, kinakailangan dapat ma-ensure natin na implemented yan within the organization. But let's define first, what is confidentiality? So confidentiality, so we preserve authorized restriction, access, disclosure of any information. We don't want any sensitive information to be what? To be spread out, to be distributed, or to be known to everyone. Ano ba yung mga sensitive information na ayaw natin i-disclose? Ayaw natin malaman ng iba? Ano po ba? Example, personal information, or the PII, personal identifiable information. These are what? Example, these are the password, your username, your account number, your email address, your address, So, ayaw natin mangyari that those informations are being disclosed to everyone. So, we have to keep it secure. The next one is integrity. The next one is integrity. Tatanungin ko kayo, how sure you are that your data is free from tampering or modification? Gano'n tayo makakasigurado? So, kinakailangan i-ensure natin na tama and what? Tama and appropriate pa rin yung data natin. So, wala siyang tampering or any editing na nangyari. So, we have to ensure yung integrity. Okay? And the next one is yung availability. So when you say availability, syempre we want our data to be accessed anytime. Ayaw natin mangyari na, okay, asan yung data ko? I need to use it. But available ba siya or not? So doon na pwede pumapasok na magkaroon tayo ng redundancy, we do have a backup, we do have some HA. So these are the three principles that needs to be implemented when we're dealing with information security. Now, these are, the one that you're seeing right now, these are the elements for successful organization security transformation. So these are the technology, process, and people, no? This one, no? Actually, tinatawag din siyang business triangle, no? Bakit? Kasi kinakailangan meron siyang within the organization, eh, no? Kung isa dyan mawala, well, paano mo ngayon masisecure environment mo? Now, let's define yung technology. When you say technology, these are your what? These are your tools. These are your software, your hardware, no? Na ginagamit mo within your organization. An example, you have the IPS. IPS, you do have the firewall, you do have the antivirus, no? And some other tools, no? Na meron kayo. The next one is the what? Process. So what is a process? Ano yan? Ito yung mga procedures, no? Or methodology na dapat meron kayo sa isang company. Let's say for example, actually it's risk management, incident management. What will you do if nagkaroon tayo ng disaster? Are you prepared for that? Okay? So normally, meron tayong under ng risk and compliance, no? Normally, we do have yung tinatawag natin BCP or Business Continuity Plan. No? If in case na meron tayong problem, no, on our data center, worst case, nasunog. Naku, paano na yung data natin? No? So we should have, no, something like a process or methodology na if in case the scenario, no, kung scenario na ito nangyari, dumating si big one or what, no? Huwag naman sana. Kinakailangan yung data natin are still secure. We still have a backup. No? We still have some failover. Okay? Then, the next one is the people. Ano itong people? They are the well-defined, robust, flexible, or these are the individuals who manages, no, yung technology natin. So there should be someone who's capable of managing all those systems, no? And not only that, and they are the people or they are the individuals who follows those processes. Okay? So next, are you doing enough to protect your data that runs your business? Question ko yun para sa mga IT people. No? So, or even yung individual, kahit hindi sila inline sa IT. No? Gaano kayo kasigurado? Gaano kayo kasecure? Gaano, ano ba yung mga ginagawa mo in order for your data to be secured? Complex password para hindi ma-hack yung account ko. So I don't want to I want my computer to be regularly updated with antivirus and some other patches. What else? You have to connect to a secure network and some other things, right? Those are the things na yun yung kalimitan ginagawa natin as a preventive measure to prevent those security breaches. No? But as you can see dito, no? Okay, as you can see, we do have a lot of security defenses. So we have firewall, antivirus, we have some endpoint protection. But paano pa rin, bakit pa kaya nagkakaroon ng security breaches? Bakit pa kaya nagkakaroon ng hacking incident? Do you know kung sino yung weakest link? No? Do you know who's the weakest link? According to Kevin Whitney, which is a well-known hacker, no? And right now siya isang kilalang security consultant, no? So sabi niya, people daw is the weakest link, no? Do you agree that people is the weakest link? So paano ba natin namamanipulate? Paano ba tayo nakakakuha ng information from people? Through what? It starts with letter S. Social engineering. Okay? So, when you say social engineering, it's a clever manipulation, no? That tends people to trust. Okay? So, ikaw, no? Nakatabi lang kita sa jeep. Kwentuhan kita, uy, same school ka pala, or same EC ka pala. EC ka pala, no? So, hindi mo alam, no? Hindi mo alam, kinukuha na pala yung information mo, no? So, kumbaga, andyan yung social engineering attack. Kumbaga, kasi the first step kasi is, what? Kinakailangan, like-information gathering, you have to develop relationship. Diba? So, from there, no, once na nakakuha siya ng information sa'yo, what will happen next? Andiyan yung execution. So pag na-execute niya, whatever yung objective niya, wala na. No? So nakakuha na siya ng information sa ka nakatira, your birthday, your email address, your Facebook account. No? So kaya nga sabi natin dito, no, security is everyone's responsibility. Do you agree? Hindi lang trabaho ng isang IT security administrator. Hindi lang ito trabaho ng isang security administrator or database administrator, network administrator. Trabaho po natin yan to ensure security within the organization. Okay? Naniniwala ba kayo that data is challenging to secure? Ang hirap. Lalo na ngayon. Mobile na, no? So, una, sabi dito, data are what? Dynamic. No? Data multiplies continuously and moves quickly. Okay? So, for example, maglaging ka lang sa your email account. Bumili ka lang ng anything from Lazada. So, yung mga sensitive information mo, like your password, like your credit card numbers, no, are being transmitted over the network. Wherein data is in motion. And you, as an IT security guy, you have to ensure that that data that is being transmitted within the network should be secured. No? Kinakailangan, paano ba? Kinakailangan may SSL certificate, kinakailangan ba? All of the information that are being transmitted are encrypted. Okay? Right? Next is in demand. So user needs what? User needs to constantly access ensure data to their jobs. So, well, data is in demand. We want our data to be 24/7. So, ano pwede natin gawin? We might ensure na dapat available yung data natin by what? By doing, pwede sabi siguro yung setup, high availability, failover, or even yung custody. No? Data is distributed across application infrastructure. Okay, data, it can be saved on your phone, it can be saved on your storage, it can be saved to your servers, and again, even sa cloud. But cloud is not widely used pa. It's because of yung security. No? So some companies, hindi pa nila masyadong widely accepted yung cloud infrastructure. But it's because of security. And of course, yung it requires kasi constant and reliable internet connection. So, if hindi reliable and hindi ganun kakapantay sa company, they won't be able to avail yung cloud services, no? Next, we have here yung security. So, you have your business. No? Think of your business as your house. Si business, no, or si bahay mo, meron kang pintuan. Tama? Meron kang bintana. Meron kang ceiling, meron kang bubong, you have your gate. Now, same thing with your business. No? You do have a lot of people who's doing their job, you have a lot of infrastructure, you do have a lot of servers, you have some firewalls and some other security devices, that are in place. Now, if merong incident, halimbawa nanakawan ka, nanakawan ka, or merong security breach na nangyari within your organization, no? Paano mo malalaman yun? Paano ba natin malalaman? Now, malalaman ba natin kung saan nagmula? Saan ba nanggaling yung attack? No? Saan ba dumaan yung magnanakaw para kuhain yung alahas? No? Let's say, for example, ninakawan ka, nakuha yung alahas mo sa loob ng bahay mo. How and where will you trace it? Who? No? Natanong ba natin sa sarili natin, paano ko ma-identify? Sino yung attacker? Sino yung perpetrator? Sino yung magnanakaw? Sino yung kumuha? And, no? Paano? Paano niya nagawa? Sinira ba? Dumaan ba siya sa bintana? No? Sinira niya ba yung lock or kandado ng pintuan natin? And lastly, How will you prove it? No? Ano mo prove? Na siya, ito, at ganito yung proseso, paano niya, yung procedure, kung paano niya ginawa ito. Okay, so, it's very difficult, no, to justify and prove, no, kung ano yung ginawa ng isang tao. Actually, I got this slide from an IBM presentation. No? Sabi daw, that the core trends affecting the organization's ability to secure environment. So, ano ba yung na-affect sa isang organization? Bakit they won't be able to secure the environment? Bakit meron pa rin hacking incident na nangyayari? The first one is escalating threats. So, from script kiddies attack, no? So, mas nagiging sophisticated na and mas nagiging advanced na yung tools that were being used, no, to perform yung illegal activities. No? So, increasingly sophisticated, disappearing parameters, and accelerating security breaches. The second one is increasing complexity. The problem kasi sa atin, sige, bili tayo nitong firewall. Sige, bili tayo nitong antivirus. Sige, bili tayo ng IPS, IDS. Sabi nila maganda daw ito eh. But, do you need it? Alam mo ba kung paano gamitin yan? Ang problem kasi, the more tools na meron tayo, it is difficult for us to do the integration. Kalimitan. No? So, more and more, sige, avail tayo, what happens next? Teka, yung objective ba natin, kung bakit natin binili ito, na-achieve ba natin? Were we able to identify, no, kung merong mga password cracking, meron ba ditong nagpa-torrent, meron ba ditong may mga botnet na applications ba, no? So, it is very difficult, no? The more, kasi mas marami kang tools, nagiging mas complicated. And the more na nagiging complicated, yung integration, nagkakaroon ng problema. Okay? So, the next one is yung resource constraint. Okay? Kahit anong galing ng tools mo, sabihin natin, you do have a tool which is in the leader, no? Doon sa Gartner quadrant, no? Doon sa quadrant. No? Ngayon, do you have the skills? Do you have the knowledge to manage yung tools na yon? No? That's the question eh. Alam mo kung bakit? No? Kahit anong galing yan, kung hindi ka marunong gumamit at hindi mo i-utilize or i-maximize yung capability or feature ng appliance or tools na yan, that will be useless. Do you agree? Yeah. So, actually, prior to Sun Life, so I used to be with the IT system integrator. So, nakakapag-deploy ako ng security products, specifically yung IBM products, no, sa mga bangko. And I realized, no, magaling tool. But, after the deployment, no, yung tao, yung nagpa-manage nun, hindi ganun ka, no, hindi naman sa, kumbaga, ang knowledge and skills, no, can be gained, eh, no, madali lang naman eh, as long as magtututo ka. But, napansin ko kasi, hindi siya masyadong nakafocus during the training at the same time during the actual implementation. So, every time na mayroong konting issue lang, and if they want to generate a sample report, let's say, for example, field logins within 30 days, no? So, parang hirap na hirap. So, sabi ko, well, magiging useless yung tool mo if kahit anong galing yung tool na yan, if hindi mo alam i-manage, magiging useless yan. No? So, hindi ka agad siya nakakapag-generate ng reports, in which that reports is being used for audit. So, lalo-lalo na if you're with the financial or banking institution, so they do require, aside from external audit, meron din silang internal audit. No? Okay, so these are the defense in-depth layers. So normally, for the application, security, so we have we normally use strong passwords, so patch management, so we have to ensure that regularly, no, we do patching, no? So, intrusion detection, virus detection, host-based firewall, server hardening, no? So, why is it important na dapat hina-harden natin yung server natin? It is important, bakit? Kasi there are some default features. No? There are some default features that are, when you have installed your server, Windows, Unix, no? Or Linux environment man yan, no? So, meron yung mga default features in which hindi mo naman talaga siya kailangan eh. No? So, yung mga attackers or perpetrators, no? Ang gagawin nila, test nila, if that, halimbawa, may specific port na open. Now, if that specific port is open, no, pwede mo yung gawin, ito yung magiging backdoor ko. I will use this as a channel for me to get inside. No? Tapos, ang gagawin ko lang, yung privilege, i-elevate ko lang yung privilege ko, and after that, akin yung server na to. Okay? So, it is important na dapat i-deplete natin, i-harden natin yung server natin. So, we have the internal host security, internal network, perimeter security, physical security. We have to use what? Door locks, no? We have to hire some guards na physically minamanage niya and chinecheck niya yung mga pumapasok at lumalabas dun sa data center mo. And lastly, dapat meron tayo tinatawag na security awareness. Okay? So, itong security awareness training na to should be provided or should be set out, no, mga manuals or guides, no, dun sa mga tao or dun sa mga people under that organization, no, for them to be aware of dun sa mga security attacks, no, na nangyayari nowadays. Assuming you have this particular architecture, no, so you have a lot of servers. We have a lot of servers, meron tayong switches, we have the routers, we have servers which are in DMZ or demilitarized zone, we have primary site, no? Some remote users who's trying to access yung internal environment mo. Actually, it is very difficult to manage. Kung meron tayong tool, no? To manage all these things, medyo mas madali. What if kung merong security incident? What if kung merong security incident? So what will happen? Kinakailangan, magbabasa ako ng logs, di ba? Tama po ba? Sino yung mga administrator ko dito? Taas nga po yung kamay, yung IT. Sir, may tanong lang ako. How frequent kayong nagbabasa ng logs? Araw-araw po ba? Or weekly, or kapag meron lang incident. Pag may incident lang, no? Actually, no? Ganun, no? Kapag nagtatanong ako, no, when I was doing product demo sa mga customers or sa client before, tinatanong ko, how frequent pa kayo nagbabasa ng logs? And ang kalimitan nilang sagot sa akin is, actually, kapag meron lang incident. Okay. Now, kunwari meron incident. Assuming there's an incident, no? Where will you start the investigation? Where will you start? Hindi mo alam kung saan ka magsisimula. Anong klaseng incident yan? No? And where will I get all those logs? Kanina ba ako pupunta? Pupunta ba ako sa Active Directory server ko? Babasahin ko yung Windows logs, security logs and application logs. Actually, I've tried that before, no? Magbasa ako ng domit ng server logs, mail server logs. Ang hirap. Sobrang hirap. Puro text file. No? Puro text file. Sinabi sa akin ng boss ko, meron akong incident. I think someone is trying to access my inbox. Okay, sige. As an email administrator before, sige sir, I'll check. Grabe. Ang daming logs. Parang halos kalahating araw na akong nag-check ng logs. I've been checking yung logs for 4 hours. Wala pa rin ako makita. So it's very difficult for me to analyze all those logs. No? So doon na pumapasok yung log management. Okay? So, paano ba itong log management na to? So log management, it comprises an approach to dealing with large volumes of computer-generated log messages, no? So, as you can see there, also known as audit logs or audit trails or event logs, no? So, actually, it is very difficult nga talaga to analyze all those information. Assuming you do have a lot of log sources, iba't ibang servers, diba? Parang mahihirapan kang identify, no? At do you think ikaw, or as an individual, magagawa mo mag-investigate? No, kung talagang wala kang tool, you need to have, or you need to hire more people. No? More people, more skilled person who can easily identify yung mga footprints. If you don't have a log management. No? So, this can be what? Lahat ng mga Windows registries, event logs. So, from Unix, Linux, some configurations, syslogs again. You have the virtualization, hypervisor, guest OS, guest ops, application logs, database, configuration, audit query, tables, schema. So, actually, sa database, no, sa Sun Life, no, so I was the one who's managing yung database security for Asia. So, what I'm doing is, actually, nagbabasagin ako ng logs araw-araw, pero filtered na yon. Hindi ko na kinakailangan pahirapan yung sarili ko na basahin yung buong logs. So what I'm doing, kasi since ang database is, what is a database server? Database servers where all sensitive informations are kept, right? In a tabular format. Tama ba? Now, and andun din yung mga sensitive information. So, kinakailangan as part of my job, no, is to ensure na dapat safe and secure yung server na binabantayan ko. I don't want anyone from the DBAs na nag-query anything, no? Halimbawa, select asterisk from a credit card report, for example. No? So we don't want, no, those DBAs and some privileged users, no, na mag-issue ng mga commands which are hindi naman talaga appropriate on their job. Okay? And syempre, if you're a DBA or if you're an administrator, and if kayo yung or if you're the hacker or if you're the inside threat, no, mangyari nito, if you're the administrator, system administrator, you can easily edit, no, yung mga logs or footprints. Tapos, syempre mahihirapan na tayong i-identify sino may gumawa nito. Am I right? Para sa mga administrators. So, logs can easily be erased, no, by administrators. No? That's why, no, it is important. It is important na dapat meron tayong a server, no, or a repository where all data are secured. Na kung saan, it is tamper-proof. Okay? The problem, or actually meron tayong challenges, no, pagdating sa log management. So, una, analyzing logs. Assuming we do have millions and billions of logs, no, ang hirap i-maintain, ang hirap i-analyze. Okay, so mamaya, i-discuss ko about security intelligence. No? Centralizing log collection. Assuming meron tayong multiple branches, no? Multiple sites. Meron tayong headquarters, meron tayong different regional headquarters. No? So it will be very difficult for us to consolidate all those informations or all those logs. No? And the next one is meeting IT compliance requirements. Okay, so, andyan na. We have some security standards like PCI DSS. Are you familiar with PCI DSS? PCI DSS stands for Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. So, normally, PCI DSS, no, yung standards wherein dapat kino-comply or kalimitan kino-comply ng mga banking and insurance company. So kung i-google nyo siya, if you will be doing some research, so actually 12 requirements yon. Tapos meron siyang sub-requirement. Let's say for example, PCI requirement 3, meron pang 3.1, 3.2, 3.4, 3 point something. Okay? So ganun din sa ibang numbers, ganun din sa ibang requirement. No? So, kinakailangan, no, mag-comply ka. And isa sa mga requirement ng PCI DSS is that you need to have some audit logs. Okay? So, ano natin gagawin yun, no? Kung wala tayong log management server. Okay? Conducting effective root cause analysis, making log data more meaningful, no? Paano natin gagawin, no? Kasi, pwede natin gawin, collect natin ng logs. But, how do we filter all those logs? No? Mamaya naman irrelevant, or maybe we could say unwanted log, na posibleng makapuno lang yan ng server natin. Okay? So we don't want, or we only want to filter those informations na tingin natin importante, no? And makakatulong during our investigation. And lastly, tracking suspicious user behavior. No, it is very hard, no, to identify. Actually, meron isang requirement sa akin. Isang mga requirements that paano ko malalaman? Gusto ko niyang magkaroon ng report na kung saan, if merong 5 failed logins, no, within 1 minute, no, kinakailangan ma-alert siya. But for the log management, hindi mo magagawa yon. No? So, meaning, kapag mayroong ganung event, no, kapag mayroong ganung activity, it means that there is what? Password cracking na nangyayari. Someone is trying to hack your account. Diba? So, yan. So these are some of the log management challenges, no? And what is security intelligence, by the way? Security intelligence is what? Is defined as some methodology of analyzing millions of details of security network and application records across the organization's entire network in order to gain insight of what is actually happening in the digital world. No? Actually, it's important, no, that dapat you are aware of what's really happening in your environment. Do you agree? Di mo alam, meron na palang mga infected virus, infected computers, no, na who's trying to connect to other servers. No? Hindi mo alam kung meron na palang what? Naku, puro viruses na pala yung nasa ganitong file ni HR, no? Yari tayo kapag na-corruptor, nagkaroon ng virus to. So, dapat, we are aware. We need to know kung ano talaga yung nangyayari sa environment natin. So, it is important na we have the logs. At the same time, no, we have to ensure na yung logs na yun are being analyzed. Not only hindi lang log collection, but also there should be parang organizations of data, which is in database terms, tawag nila itong normalization. No? So kinakailangan maayos o maisalansan natin ng maigi, no, yung mga data that were collected. Am I right? Hindi lang siya puro collect lang na collect. Okay? So dapat is properly organized and correlated. Okay? So kinakailangan, well in Tagalog term, kinakailangan mo i-ugnay yung specific log from one server to a different log sources. No? Meron pang activity, you do have, for example, field logging event. Those field logging events came from your Active Directory. Tapos, those informations that were gathered by your SIM or by your server, no, can be correlated with the data that is being sent by your firewall. And from there, meron tayong correlation. And makakapag-build up tayo ng conclusion na, oh, baka-infected ako. Meron botnet dito sa sa PC ko. Or maybe there's something like, baka may malware dito sa PC ko. No? So, actually, yung security intelligence, no, we have here, yung pinaka-entry level kasi, we have the log management. The next one is yung SIEM. Anyone knows about SIEM? SIEM? Okay, wala. Okay, so SIEM stands for Security Information and Event Management. No? So, ang gagawin yan is, it what? It collects the logs, it analyzes, and it correlates yung logs. No? Actually, the term Security Information and Event Management was coined by Mark Nicolette and Amit Williams of Gartner in 2005. No? So, yung pinaka-main objective or key objective, no, about SIEMs to first identify threats and possible breaches. Second is yung collect audit logs, no, for security and compliance. The third one is conduct investigation and provide evidences. So, Actually, mayroong isang presentation ako na ginawa. So, and they asked me, can we use your tool as an evidence in the court? So, sabi ko, yes, it can be. Kasi, I assure you, sir, ma'am, na that particular appliance, that particular solution, cannot be tampered. So, may timestamp ka, you do have the username, password, your client IP, source IP, and whatever source program that is being used. So, kaya ipakita yun with those reports. So, ito si SIEM. So, kung kanina we have puro collection. So, ganun din naman to, it collects all those logs and it analyzes and it correlates with other log sources. So, this is the comparison between SIEM and yung traditional na log management server. So, actually, yung key points lang to consider. So when you say for LM, we are purely log collection and signature-based detection. Whereas when you say SIEM, so we can perform real-time monitoring, so meron siyang context-aware anomaly detection, and it automates yung correlation and analytics. Okay? So why is SIEM necessary? So, rising data breaches due to internal and external threats. So, attackers are smart. And traditional security tool just don't suffice. Okay? So, syempre, as time goes on, so syempre nag-evolve din yung mga tools and techniques ng mga hackers. So, syempre, ganun din naman kasi yung mga manufacturer ng mga security products, they want to enhance yung security ng appliance nila, na binibenta. We want mitigate sophisticated cyber attacks, manage increasing volumes of logs from multiple sources. So how do we manage yun? Maybe try to filter out which information is beneficial, and remove yung mga unwanted logs. And lastly, meet stringent compliance requirement. Now, what will happen if you didn't comply with the requirements? What will happen? Diba? If you didn't comply with the requirements, most probably, yung license to operate mo, hindi ka nabibigyan ng lisensya. You will not be provided, or you will not be allowed to operate. Yung business mo, baka mag-close eventually if you're not following the requirement. And kapag, diba, if you are, I don't know if you've heard about Sony PlayStation, yung nahack. Ano nangyari doon? They were fined, So they were fined by around 250,000 euros. So imagine, syempre magbabayad ka na, So, posibleng mawala pa yung license to operate mo, if you're just a small company. Tapos, syempre, mawawala yung customer trust. Now, if merong security breach that happens to your environment, and I'm your client or I'm your customer, do you think magtitiwala pa ako sa'yo? Diba? Hindi na. So, mahihirapan ka lang gain ulit yung trust. So, isa pang example about sa Comelec. So, sorry baka may mga taga-Comelec dito, but actually totoo to. So, iba nagkaroon ng, hackers were able to hack yung mga list ng mga voters. Actually, nung time ng 2016 election, one of my friend was able to download yung list sa torrent. So, from there, sa torrent from there, hindi niya na siya nahihirapang hanapin yung precinct number niya. Normally, syempre, if boboto tayo, tama? If boboto tayo, what will happen? Pupunta tayo sa precinct, punta tayo sa school, hahanapin mo yung precinct number. So siya, madali niya na lang mahanap. No? Nadali niya na-identify, dito pala yung percent number ko. Hanapin niya lang kung saan yung percent number at yung specific or designated room para doon sa pagboto. So imagine, no? Imagine if na-hack siya ng mas maaga tapos yung mga hackers na yun, no? In-update yung mga records, ginawang maraming mga flying voters or hindi talaga legitimate na voters. Posibleng mabago, no? Yung resulta ng election, di ba? May possibility. Tama ba? No? So, ayun. We have here yung critical features of SIEM, or the Security Information Management. Una, land collection. No? So, I've discussed this a while ago. So, normally, nung nag-implement ako, it is being licensed via EPS. So, EPS stands for events per second. So, kinakailangan kasi, when you're doing the solutioning, kinakailangan alam mo yung mga list of devices or log sources that needs to be enrolled with that SIM server. Otherwise, if hindi tama yung computations mo, how much information or how much log are to be sent to that particular server, posibleng baka ilang araw lang yan or ilang linggo lang yan, puno na yan. No? So, the next one is isa sa mga features dapat meron kong user activity monitoring. No? You should be able to identify yung mga footprints. You should be able to track whatever user is doing. No? Ano din ginagawa ng user? Nag-login siya sa ganitong terminal, tapos nag-PATI, no? Gumamit ng PATI, pumasok sa database server, nag-query ng ganitong SQL statement. No? So yung mga ganong activities, no? Kinakailangan, we should be able to capture it. Next one is we should be real-time event correlation. Hindi yung after the fact na, no? So, nangyari, kinakailangan, meron siya yung tipong predictive analysis. Oh, possible that particular workstation is being infected with a virus or with a malware. No? So, the next one is you should be able to, what? You should be what? Yung logs mo are being retained within the server. Pwede din naman, you should be having some like parang backup or archive copy na kung saan secure naman siya. No? So parang event, kasi sa mga audit, no? Sa mga audit, ang isa sa mga requirement nila is dapat meron kang minimum of 1 year event logs. No? So kalimitan sa mga audit, no? So sa company namin, so ang ginagawa is na chinecheck nila if meron ka nga ba talagang logs or event logs. Para if in case meron ka mababalikan, if meron mga issues or security breaches, no, they can use it for investigation. Okay? Next is yung IT compliance report. So, kanina, sinabi ko nga kanina, there's a lot of security standards. We have PCI DSS, we have the SOX, we have yung HIPAA for healthcare, no, and so on. No? And also yung DPA, Data Privacy Act. So we have to comply. Dapat meron kang mga built-in reports, no, which can easily be extracted, tapos i-provide mo sa customer. So, marami na ako natulungang companies, no, nung nag-implement ako during the time na nag-audit or may audit sa kanila. So madali na lang yan na ipoprovide instead of extracting it manually from the server. No? So ikaw ba gagawin mo manual mong i-extract? Di ba it's very difficult for you? Tapos lalagay mo sa Excel, no? Tapos lalagay mo ng color, tapos tsaka may sasubmit sa auditor, which is very tedious task. No? Ayaw natin na ganun yung mangyari. Next is yung file integrity monitoring. Ito yung tinutukoy ko kanina about integrity. So how sure we are na that particular file is correct and appropriate, na sinisigurado tayo na it is free from tampering. No? So any changes that are being done or that are being performed within that file should be what? Logged. Kinakailangan nakalag siya. Okay? So log forensics. So SIM solution should allow users to track down intruder or the event activity using log search capability. So dapat madali na lang natin siyang magagawa if we are doing some investigation. Okay? Dashboard. Now, if you're in the IT, no, ayaw ko na kinakailangan pang mag-log, kailangan pang input yung username, password, tapos from time to time kinakailangan kong tumingin. Meron ba kaming attack? So, may kalimitan sa mga nakikita ko sa data center, meron isang screen, malaking screen, and nakaproject dyan yung mga dashboard, which will help them easily identify if there's any incident. Okay? So, sabi nila, why SIM implementation fails? Bakit ba nag-fail? So, lack of planning, no defined scope. So, actually, when we are deploying SIM, no, syempre may mga POCs, what are the log sources that needs to be enrolled? Isa sa mga challenges na nahirapan ako is if you are using yung mga legacy applications. So, it is very difficult for us, no? It's very difficult for us to integrate yung mga legacy apps to an SIEM server. Bakit? Kasi yung format ng logs, no? Yung format ng logs na ibabato mo papunta dun sa SIEM server mo, hindi tama. No? Paano hindi tama? Hindi siya wala siya sa tamang format. Okay? And from there, ang gagawin ko is I need to create log parser. Kumbaga parang gagawin ko, sasadyain ko na, or sasabihin ko kay SIM server, kapag ito yung username field, no, i-capture mo sa ganitong line number. So, it is very difficult, tapos gagamit ka ng mga regular expressions, no? Para in order for that SIM server to identify, no, yung logs na yun, or to analyze yung logs na yun. No? So, and also, yung planning, no? It is important kasi pwedeng mangyari, ang dami mong log sources, eventually, no, napuno rin kagad yung server mo, katulad ng sinasabi ko kanina. No? So, posibleng baka 1 week or maybe less than a month lang, puno na yung logs mo. And eventually, magka-crash na yan yung server mo and you need to restore it back. Okay? Faulty deployment strategies, high volume of irrelevant logs, operational lack of management oversight. No? Just like what I've told you a while ago, kailangan, no, you have skilled person who will manage no, yung device na yun. Otherwise, your device will be useless. Okay, so, konting kwento about the solution implementation. Okay, so, I have here one SIM product. Actually, it's an IBM product. I called it as QRadar. So, yung mga implementations na ginagawa namin before, so, meron siya sariling appliance. So, these are the log sources. We have the firewall events, application events, authentication events, antivirus, switches, and routers. For the IPS, IDS, tapos antivirus and firewall events, normally syslog. No? So, we try to configure yung syslog to send this appliance using port 514. No? For the authentication events, no, normally for Active Directory servers, what we did is, we installed an agent. So yung agent na yon, it will push all those logs papunta dito sa appliance natin. So yung appliance natin, actually, this can also run on a virtual environment. So if you do have some ESX servers, no, so it can run. And this is the UI, or the user interface. No? So it's at its own dashboard. So ma-identify mo kung sino yung mga offenses na nangyayari, the traffic, and some violations. So you will identify yung mga credibility, severity, relevance. So normally, if makita mo dyan, puro kulay red, well, kinakailangan doon ka magtuon ng pansin. You have to perform some investigation, no? If these are fully, para lahat, if those are color red, no? And dun sa offense management, you can identify what was the attack, who was responsible, how many targets or how many assets are involved, or are any of them are vulnerable, was it successful, how valuable the target to the business, and where is all the evidence? Actually, papakita niya yun sa'yo. So, there's an out-of-the-box reports, which are aligned to security standards. So, if you are being audited, particularly if you comply with ECIDSS, there's a lot of pre-built or predefined reports that can easily be used. So ayan, COVID, SOX, NRC, PCI, HIPAA. Okay. So, use case. So, you can identify potential botnet detected. So, once you click it, so ma-identify mo who is the destination IP, what particular application, the source IP, the protocol being used, if it's TCP, UDP, and the activity monitoring, post login succeeded. So, ano yung username na ginamit, and saan siya nag-login, So, these are some mga footprints, makikita mo siya. And once you click yung link na yun, ipapakita niyo lahat ng mga evidences. You can also perform some asset discovery if you want to run scan, So, kung makikita natin dito, we have the 1433, 1434, 300, 15221. Those are the default ports that are being used by the database servers. 14334 for MS SQL Server, 33064 for MySQL, 1521 for Oracle. So, those are the common database port or database listening ports na if you want to scan yung mga list of database servers na meron ka, it can easily be identified. And that's it. Yeah, question. May question po tayo.
Any questions? If you have questions, meron tayong 4 na microphone dyan. Wala? Oh. Hello. Okay. Partner. So, sir, thank you very much for your wonderful ulit yung adjective ko talaga. So, partner, sige. So, our we call on Engineer Dennis Molina and Engineer Armand Dorsal for the awarding of certificate to Engineer Franklin Solancho. Sir, sa gitna na po. Sir Dennis. Okay.